Hi everyone. Let's see how many of you are with me or you have just joined. Hi. Okay, people are raising hands. I can see some people are raising hands. Right hi in the chat box. So I'll start off with the session. First, I'll tell you about the company, about the internships that we have, and at the end of the presentation, we will take question answers. So hold on to your horses, keep your questions ready, and we'll have a Q&A just after the presentation. For now, my name is Aditi. I am the HR manager at Excel Career. So I'm not sure if you've heard about us, but we are a job preparation platform for students and job seekers and professionals. So what we do is we have personalized programs and cohorts and career trainers with us. What we do is we help students and people like you who are job seekers, who are students in the final year, understand what career trajectory they want to take in. If you are getting a job, if you're not getting a job, basically, then why you are not getting a job, what are the skill gaps that you have. So we help students, job seekers, look for job, prepare, fill in the gaps that they have in their skills. Okay, this is the skill that, for example, English communication could be a problem because of which you are not able to crack interviews. So we can help you crack interviews by teaching you business communication English. Maybe you're not sure what career path you should choose for. I am applying for finance jobs because finance is open. I am applying for HR jobs because HR is open. So I'm applying to HR also. Applying to finance also. I'm applying to operations also because they are looking for freshers, but I don't really have a goal in mind. So we help people find their goals. We help them understand what is best suited for them, how to create their resumes, their LinkedIn profiles, how to prepare for interviews, how to give interviews, how to answer questions during the interviews, what are the skills that employers look for in people, and then filling those gaps or teaching those skills to people. I can see that people are still joining. So hello to all the people who have just joined right now. So like I said, we provide career training programs, we provide mentorship from industry experts, we provide coachings and with career trainers, and also because we work with a lot of corporates. So not only we give trainings in schools and colleges and universities, we also give trainings in corporates. So that's why we have a job board wherein all the students who are associated with us, whether it's through internships or it is through one of our programs, we give people access to jobs. So we have partnership with corporates and we help students get jobs in those corporates. How do we do that? One, through the internships that you do with us. Based on the performances, we recommend your profiles to our corporate partners, and also with people who take programs with us, we help them get again jobs. We tell the corporates that this is a student who's been trained with us, and this student is much better than any other candidate that you'll find in the market, and we help them get certain interviews and get certain placements. Next slide, please. So right now, today we are here for the internship. So what we are looking at is we are looking at majorly full-time interns to join us for the summer internship program. And our summer internship programs are specifically designed for professional real-life experience. We give you projects. We are not giving you any kind of books to read. We are not giving you any kind of projects to do. We give you real work so that you get because internship is basically for experience, right? You're joining an internship for gaining the experience to understand, okay, if I'm taking an HR internship, then what actually happens in the company when you go on the field, when you work in the HR. If you are doing, let's say, a business development internship, what actually happens in the field? How do companies talk to clients? How do they acquire those clients? How they actually work in those situations? So that real life situation is what we believe in when we say we are giving internships, and we are ready to handhold you and we are ready to teach you. So moving on to the types of internships, the roles that are open with us. So we have six different internships that are open with us right now. You can see the names of the or the titles of the internships that are available. I'll be taking you one by one through all of these, that what is the role, what is the requirement of the role, and how you can contribute in this role. All right. So I see that actually more than 10 people have joined just in last few minutes. I hope people can join as soon as possible and on time. It will be difficult to go through the content again. So the first is a business development profile. Now, the first thing that I want to say here is that business development is not equal to sales. So when we say that you will be doing a business development internship, it is not sales. Okay, business development is completely different from sales. I think that's the most major misconception that people have. When we say business development, that means that you have to first, for example, what we do, you understand what we do, I just told you. So what a business development person does is they research who could be our potential clients, who could be the people who could we can do partnerships with, right? Sales is completely different. This is about doing business associations, and for that first is to understand who all in the market are our potential clients. So researching, that research part is a business development work, to research and identify potential clients and partnerships. Then how to acquire business with those people, right? How we can associate, what are the benefits of associating with that party. For example, if I am let's say I want to approach XYZ company because I think that's a potential client for me. But a business development person should know what are the benefits of associating with XYZ company for me as well as the company, right? Both parties should gain something out of it. So to be able to figure out that why this partnership will be fruitful, why both the parties and what will they gain from this partnership, right? Then we have existing clients. It's also about maintaining relationship with those clients to ensure that the partnership is long lasting, to ensure that the both the parties are completely satisfied with the partnership and with each other. It is important to maintain those business relations. How do you maintain those business relations is by being in touch with the client, making sure that all the communication is in place, right? And how do we do that? We conduct meetings, we do follow ups, we talk to the representatives, make sure that they do not forget us, make sure that the delivery team is actually doing the deliverables. Business development team is not about deliverables, but there's a team that does execution and deliveries. So you have to ensure that the team is doing their work as you have promised and they are delivering what needs to be developed. Then doing the market research, understanding what is there in the market, what competitors are doing, what is it that we can do to stand out from the competition. Now that is everything that a business development person needs to do. Now business development is one of those roles which is most in demand in the market. Every company needs a business development person, so it's one of those roles that's there for every company. It's one of the most demanding roles, and if you do business development, that's like the bread and butter of every organization, right? Because when you do business development, that's how the business grows. So that's why this is one of those profile that has immense growth potential. Whenever you join this role in any company, I'm not talking about just my company, I'm talking about the market presence of the role. Every company needs business development people. It's their bread and butter. It's one of the most important roles that they have, and it is also a very growth oriented and rewarding career in business development, because the more partnerships you do, the more capability you show, and that's how you can earn better when in the market, any company you go to. And also the growth in terms of promotions, because you are showing that you are capable of bringing business for the business. Moving on to the next role, research. So research is also I would say a very important role, at least for us. When I say research, this is more of researching of, like, this is not your typical Google search. When I say research, this is not that okay, I'm searching Google here and there, I did net surfing and I'm able to give results, right? Research is that you have to identify market and industry trends basically. And how do you identify these trends? It's not about मैंने Google कर लिया, मुझे मिल गया, मैंने बता दिया, right? That is not how research is done. Google has a lot of data which is not authentic, right? So it's also about applying your brains and understanding the trends. Nobody will, if you'll write okay, trend in this sector, ऐसे करोगे तो नहीं मिलेगा, राइट? यू हैव टू रिसर्च, you have to see 5 6 people what the competitors are doing. Once you see what the competitors are doing, you draw the trend yourself. Okay, I see that everybody is, for example, let's say everybody these days is selling diet food, so nutrition and diet is the trend these days. That's how you take the inference out of it, that's how you take the conclusion out of it. So for us, research is that one person who helps us with decision making. Decision kaise banta hai? With facts and figures. A research intern is going to bring those facts and figures to the table. Okay, this is the trend, this is what others are doing, this is what the market is, this is what the consumer wants, this is the feedback by other teams. As a research intern, you talk to the sales team, you talk to the business development team, and you understand what is the experience that they are having on field, what the clients and customers are saying, gather the data and bring in a lot of insights. Now this profile is particularly, I would say, a lot of requires intelligence, requires you to apply your brains. Obviously every job requires you to apply your brains, but for research specifically, it is a very, I would say, mind oriented job, wherein you need to do a lot of critical thinking, right? It's not just about google karke ho gaya. I'm telling that again, it's about researching and doing it holistically, bringing in decisions कि अच्छा मैंने रिसर्च किया था, ये मेरी फाइंडिंग्स है, तो वो फाइंडिंग्स एंड कंक्लूजन लेके आना इज व्हाट अ रिसर्च इंटर्न इज गोइंग टू डू. Okay, analyzing data, conducting the research, writing the reports. Okay, this is what came out of it. So a research intern is somebody who is going to be in touch with all the teams in the company. It's one of the central roles that we have. Moving on to the next one, operations intern. Now operations is something that I would say is the backbone of the organization. Everything is linked to operations. That's like the heart of the company, all the companies, everything. So whatever day to day activities and operations happen with between all the teams, operations is where it all happens, right? Operations is what coordinates everything. Again, operations is one of the core roles that is present in every company in the market. Operations के बिना तो कंपनी चल ही नहीं सकती है, राइट? सो दिस इज वन ऑफ दोज रोल्स कि अगर इसमें आपको एक्सपीरियंस आप लेते हो, तो दैट इज अगेन समथिंग कि दिस इज present in all the industries and all the companies. Okay, this is basically being a right hand to the top leadership of the company. जो वो कर रहे हैं आपको वो करना है. You have to manage the day to day operations, you have to connect with all the teams, coordinate on all the work that they do, collect information, uh, you know, help in delivering the decisions. अगर ऊपर से decision आया कि ऐसे करना है, तो implementing those decisions, making sure that activity is actually happening in the company, right? So that is what operations intern does. I'm trying to explain it in as I would say layman language as possible, and I hope everyone is getting it. I want everybody to tell me in the comments, like give me a thumbs up or something that you are still with me and you are getting what I'm trying to understand. Like I hope you are understanding what I'm trying to say. So I want people to maybe give me a thumbs up. I can see some people are doing that. We have so many people on the call, almost 77 people. Okay, I can see. I am seeing the same names giving me thumbs up again and again. What about others? Are others sleep? Okay, thank you, Akriti, for sharing that message. Thank you, Shubham. All right, I see. All right, I'll move on to the next role, marketing and branding intern. Now, I think this is one of the fancy or the fanciest role that we have. Again, marketing and branding is the most popular, I would say, field in the market these days. Hi, Mohammed. Thanks for sharing the message. Hello, Archana. So, in marketing and branding, now the thing is that every company needs a marketing and branding wing, right? Because otherwise, how will people know that this company exists in the market? It's when you do marketing and branding, that's how people know that you exist in the market. Then, aap karte kya ho is again the marketing and branding team is responsible for communicating that to the client and the customer that ye company ye karti hai, right? And how the company stands out. क्या और भी कंपनीज हो सकती है ना ये जो कर रही है. फॉर एग्जांपल एफएमसीजी सेक्टर इज ऑल अबाउट मार्केटिंग एंड ब्रांडिंग, राइट? देयर आर 10 टूथपेस्ट अवेलेबल इन द मार्केट. बट वाई कोलगेट, वो ही क्यों लेना है, उसका क्या मार्केटिंग है? इट्स अबाउट पुटिंग दैट इम्प्रेशन इन द माइंड ऑफ द कंज्यूमर, राइट? कि ये जो प्रोडक्ट है यही हमको खरीदना है, यही बेटर है। ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल सेंसोडाइन, इट इज उसकी मार्केटिंग एंड ब्रांडिंग क्या है? दैट इट इज स्पेसिफिकली फॉर सेंसिटिव टीथ एंड गम पीपल। So that's the marketing and branding strategy कि ये जो product है this is specifically for sensitive tooth. Similarly, we are in education sector, education and technology sector. We do learning and development. We provide job preparation to students. So हम क्या करते हैं, हम कैसे करते हैं, हम क्यों करते हैं, right? And how are we different from others, and why you should take this service from us? All of these questions are being answered by marketing and branding. So as a marketing and branding intern, we run campaigns through various channels, right? There is digital marketing, then there is your B2B marketing, there is your B2C marketing. So our marketing and branding intern will be a part of our marketing team, wherein we run different campaigns across different channels. So you will be assisting us, you will be required to come up with different ideas. You are the Gen Z, right? So we want to understand कि आप लोगों का क्या नया trend है. Okay, this is what is all the rage in the age group among us. People these days use Instagram a lot. So let's maybe do some marketing campaign on Instagram. Let's do some kind of camping on LinkedIn because we are using LinkedIn these days. आजकल न्यूज़पेपर में ऐड तो नहीं देखते ना आपके जैसे बच्चे, right? But they use Instagram and they use LinkedIn. So bringing strategies for these platforms, that's what a marketing and branding team does, and that's what an intern is going to do with them, right? कि क्या customer needs and preferences हैं, what is that my competitor is advertising this particular thing, so my campaign should be with this strategy so that I can stand out from my competitor, I can beat my competitor. Okay, this is how I can grab the attention of my target consumers. मेरा टारगेट कंज्यूमर क्या है, उसको क्या देखना पसंद है, हाउ कैन आई ब्रिंग द मैसेज टू दैट पर्सन, एंड हाउ कैन आई मेक श्योर दैट दैट माई कंज्यूमर और माई कस्टमर, माई क्लाइंट इज रिटेनिंग माई नेम इन देयर मार्केट की एक्सेल करके नाम की कंपनी है और वो ये करती है, राइट? So that should be there. So marketing and branding uh, campaigns across different channels is what we are going to do. Moving on to the next role. Now, social media intern. Now, why marketing and branding and social media interns are two different roles? Because these days, social media in itself is a communication channel separate from the usual campaigns that we do. So, agar marketing and branding team ne bola, we are going to run a campaign on Instagram, the social media team is going to ensure that that campaign comes to life, right? For example, marketing team ने बोला है कि मुझे Instagram पे ad चलाने हैं, but the social media team is going to design those ads, is going to write the content for those ads. वो जो marketing team का जो idea है, right, उसको implement हमें करना है, execute हमें करना है. The social media team is going to ensure that there is engagement on social media channels, the posts are going on the social media channel, they are interacting with the people who are interacting with our content. सोशल मीडिया पे क्या लेटेस्ट ट्रेंड्स हैं वो हमारे पेज पे भी होने चाहिए, राइट? We have to be a part of that bandwagon wherein we are also doing the trends and the tools and using those for our strategies, right? So whatever the marketing team plans on for social media team is going to do that. So that's why these are two different roles. Moving on to the next one. Now, the graphic designer in turn is going to design our campaigns. So, when we run campaigns on digital marketing platforms, we run campaigns on B2B and B2C. Obviously, a graphic designing intern is required to design those for us or using different softwares. So, somebody who has some, I would say, uh, creativity is what we are looking at specifically for graphic designing. I mean, graphic designing, I think, is a very self-explanatory role, so I'm not going to take a lot of time in this one. So this is a QR code that you can scan right now, or you can use this link. And also, I'll open this for question answers. So you can maybe write your questions in the chat box. I'm sure some of you may have repeated questions. So I'll start taking questions. Can you type in your questions in the chat box? Okay, Sakshi, I can see a question if we can join this internship if any chance. Obviously, you will be going through interview process, and if you clear the interview, you will be able to apply. Duration of the internship. So, Niharika, duration of the internship will be minimum. We are looking at a minimum of 6 weeks and up to 3 months, depending on how many weeks your college allows for the internship. So, we are flexible on that. Okay, Mohammed Salman has asked, how can we enhance our career in internship? So, Salil, in internship career. Okay, Priyanshu is asking a question. So, Priyanshu, we are not charging anything from the students. You don't have to pay anything. However, these internships are not paid. There are two roles. The business development role includes incentives. So, there is a chance for the students to earn through the business development role. So Salman has posted this question again. So how can you enhance your skills during the internship? So Salman, there is one thing to probably understand. अच्छा ये होता है book में, हमने book में पढ़ा है, हमने class में पढ़ा है कि ये चीज ऐसे होती है, right? But it is a different thing to actually do that on the ground and experience it firsthand. It is very different from how we understand things in the class and in the books. So we will ask, you will be assisting my team who is doing this real time, and they will give you responsibilities. They will teach you how those things are done. You will be taught to do those things practically. So when you do these things practically, then you get a better idea of अच्छा ये ऐसे होता है basically. And then you will be able to when you go for the interviews and you tell them मुझे ये आता है. Now this internship will prove as an experience कि ये बच्चे को तो already ये आता है, which makes you stand out from other candidates because you have already done that. And also it gives you clarity. For example, आपने marketing and branding का internship किया, तो हो सकता है अभी आपको लग रहा हो कि ये तो बहुत अच्छा है, but when you do, you understand, okay, आप में वो aptitude है, if this is the career path for you or not. But that is when you do it, right? Then timings of the internship is okay. Aisha is asking timings. So Aisha, it is we look at interns for 5 to 6 hours, typically Monday to Friday, which is maybe like starting somewhere around 10 a.m. in the morning to 5 in the evening. No, not 5 actually, less. So 5 to 6 hours in a day. Uh, Flexible है 10 बजे से approximately we look at people reporting us at around 10, and by the evening by 5 or 6 they submit their work. Priyanshu, this is fully remote. Okay. Aman is also asking the same questions. Then Sudhanshu, BD is not part of sales. There is no field work involved here. There's another question for remote. Okay, Akriti is asking, okay, there is not any internship for HR. So Akriti, we already have some HR interns, but if you want to apply for HR, let's see. Uh, do drop a note to my team. We'll see if we have more positions open in HR. Sudhanshu is asking, okay, my company is based out of Delhi, Sudhanshu. However, we have remote offices all across India because we work with across India with corporates as well as universities. Jitendra is asking timings of this marketing. There is no such timing of marketing as such. Ashish, we do not have any coding related internships. Okay, Rekha is asking, how can we enter job in your company? So Rekha, right now, like we are hiring interns. If your performance is good, we have pre-placement offers. So based on your internship performance, if it is good enough, we will give you a pre-placement offer that you can get a full-time job once you complete your college. Any more questions that I can answer? Okay, Aisha is also asking for HR. Aisha, we have actually already taken HR interns. So I don't think we may have, I can maybe take one more intern into HR, but not more than that. Sakshi, this is
To apply for the internship, you have to fill in the internship form and not the contact us form. If you fill in the internship form, we will get to know your applications and then we can process them further. For the internship process, you just have to fill in the form and then our team will contact you in case there are any interviews required.